Yo, you already know what time it is. Episode 5. Big O5. Welcome back to the Majlis, ladies and gentlemen. We have a very special guest. We have my boy. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yo. I'm the quiet one, aka Ayham. I mean, I mixed that up. Fuck. Oh shit, I can't swear. Okay.
Nah, you can swear. You just can't say NFA. And yeah, I think that's it. Or R. Just figure out what those are. I think those are like the ones YouTube doesn't like. But yeah, man, how you been doing?
Not much.
Alright.
Doing well, man. Doing well.
Alright. Speak to the people, man.
Living life.
Living
Slowly
life.
but surely.
Yeah. I can
Fighting
respect-
through it.
I can
Through the
respect
waves.
that. Multiple waves of life.
Oh, for real. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Taking a break out here for a bit. Studying. And shit. Yeah, man. I don't want to do that right now, so chilling at the moment.
Yeah. Nah, I can respect
I'm-
that, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm from Muscat. Like OG Muscat.
Yeah.
Matrah.
Shout out to the
In-
MCT, man.
insides. Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to all my people out there, man, in the MCT. The MUTRAH. You already know. Oh, man. How about some stories from over there, man? Do you remember anything, Manhanak?
Not much. The only stories I remember is the ones that my dad told me about him, which are weird because he was actually stuck one day in a well in the
shit.
house. Yeah, after 2 hours he got rescued. The first thing my grandpa did was smack the shit out of him.
Nice. This
Like,
is how they
legit
did it
nothing.
back
No,
then.
he didn't do anything. Yeah, he didn't hug him or anything. Nah,
Nah, bro.
dumbass. He smacks his. Yeah, dumbass. There, just falls into a fucking well. Yeah.
Falls back inside.
Yeah.
Shit.
I
Yeah,
didn't
man.
do much there, by the way. Yeah, it was just I don't remember much. It was quite chill, like there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now we at Al Khwair,
Yeah.
the hood.
The
Shit.
hood. Fucking.
The hood.
That's like another like crappy place, honestly.
No, for real. It's starting to change slowly, though. It's starting to change
Yeah.
slowly,
No, listen. You guys have Boomburger. Alright. So,
True. But
so
you
it's
got-
not
you got
that
Boom
bad.
Burger.
It's not that
Oh, we got
bad.
everything. It's Al Khwair. We got everything.
Actually, yeah. Even $2 holes.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Yeah, we don't speak about those.
We'll talk about that. But yeah, man.
We don't talk about that here. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it's starting to change though. Like new buildings and shit.
Mhm.
I'm surprised.
You got the nice McDonald's? There's like
Two
there's like
McDonald's,
two,
not one
yeah,
bad.
two nice McDonald's
Yeah.
and like. But I remember one time that I was like cruising with my friend, Haytham, you know him, I think.
Yeah.
He said we're like there. I'm like, man, I'm really trying to go to the bathroom right now. He's like, wait a second. We were in the Warsanjuk.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, McDonald's is right here. I'm like, I didn't know there was a McDonald's. And he takes me
Oh.
there. I'm like, whoa, this is nice. I go inside. There's not much people in there, but it was nice. It was like a
It is nice.
fanciest place I've ever had to like do an urgent piss.
Well, bro, if you want an urgent piss in a really fancy place, just don't go to a petrol station. That is.
Bro, I know all about that. As a person who's been off-roading for a long time, not a long time, but like I've been out on trips where you do long hours, and then the only place to piss is like some random gas station.
Oh, yeah,
Bro,
but
suck it.
there's only one place. The one place that's even worse.
What?
School bathrooms.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day. Back in my day,
Well.
we used to shit on the school. Yeah. Dude, they sucked, by the way.
Yeah, it was bad. Actually, I was so scared of going to school bathrooms up until like maybe 9th grade, because that's where the butt stuff happened. You know what I mean? Like, that's what everyone warned me. Like, do not step into the bathroom. Oh shit!
Shit
God
felt
damn
like
it!
prison.
I got.
Shit felt like prison, man.
Well, I can.
Don't go to the bathroom. Don't drop the soap.
Don't, literally, it was like some don't drop the soap situation.
You hear?
Ah man, I'm gonna have to censor that. I need to be more careful. It's just I hate editing, man. But I still have to like comb through this footage and like make sure everything's good. Cause like
Yeah.
I'm doing this YouTube thing, hopefully like a long term. You know what I mean? Like I'm just
Yeah,
messing around with this.
you don't want to
But
be cancelled.
yeah, I don't want to be I don't want to be cancelled first of all. But there's also like I don't want to like let's say eventually it gets to monetization. I don't want to be
You don't wanna get
demonetized off of
demonetized.
like the
Yeah.
first 3 videos that I've made.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
But yeah, man. How's life been otherwise, man? How's life been otherwise?
Well, not much, man. Not much. I've been reading a lot about the mind and spiritual journey,
Nice.
and stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let me start doing that. Chillax my mind a bit. Think positively a bit.
Yeah, yeah. I can
It's
respect
hard at the
that.
start. It's hard at the start, but
We're getting there.
you gotta do it. Yeah, you gotta do it. Baby steps.
I can respect that, man. That's very good. Like to have the like awareness, to be like I stand for a change.
Yeah, for reals, for reals.
Uh,
Bro, humans need change.
mhm.
What's the point of not changing if I was trying to be wiser, but I'm not. I just remembered I'm not wise.
Oh man.
But yeah, change is change and change is important. Do it,
Yes,
guys.
yes. You should also keep some change in your car as well.
By the way, yeah, for
That's pretty good.
the
Like I
gas
have,
prices going on, is you gotta put the change there.
not just the gas prices, bro. And basically, I think every car I owned, essentially, all the two of them that I've owned, but every car that I have, like that is mine. There's always like a little bit of change. I call it the Karak safe. It's always like Bezat if you want to buy a Karak, and
Yeah.
it's always like a couple hundred base ready to go at a moment's notice.
Oh, dude, I have a name for it.
Mm-hmm.
Since you put all that money in the ashtray, why don't you just call it ash money? You know?
I thought you were gonna say the cash tray.
Oh, cash also works. Cash tray also works.
The
Yeah.
cash tray. Hey man,
Real?
that was honestly both pretty good. What did you say? Ash money?
Ash money.
Ash
Ash
money.
money.
Yeah.
Without the C.
Ash money, cash tray.
Yeah.
Let's go, man. See, great minds, bro. Great minds, man.
Great minds don't think alike, but sometimes they do.
But sometimes they do. Sometimes they do.
And when they do,
Oftentimes.
greatness happens.
For real. Man, I've been like at a loss with video games recently. I mean, when have I not been? But I don't know. Video games have been feeling stale again. I'm like, ugh. I don't know.
Yeah, I get you. I feel like COVID played a huge role in it because I mean, at the start of COVID, I mean, for me, I'd say, like at the start of COVID,
Mm-hmm.
everything was off. You just had to stay at home, all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's when I started playing games on the daily, like every day for the whole day,
Okay.
because there's nothing else you could do.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube gets boring after a while. Movies, not all of them are great, so you just go back into video games. That's when I started slowly getting bored and burnt out of video games.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I do feel you. Sometimes I just, like, you want to play, you open the PlayStation or my PC, and then I'm like, I just stare at the games list and I'm like, I don't feel like it now. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. Like I feel like I don't have the mental capacity for this right now.
Yeah, for reals.
That's why you play
Although-
stupid shit
al-
like Valorant.
Exactly. Why do you think I came back to Apex Legends?
Yeah, it's like that's the thing, man. There's like these multiplayer stuff. I feel like the reason they're so good or like they're so easy to play is that first of all it's easy to learn, and there's like barely any barrier for you to start playing. It's not like you gotta turn the game on, select your save. You don't really select saves anymore, but you get what I mean. Like you don't have to go through any menus. You turn on the game and you press play, and then like less than 2 minutes later, you're in a game. Khalas, you're dropping.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a big part of the reason why it's so accessible, yani. At least for me.
Yeah, I mean,
Like when I
yeah,
play
I
like
get you.
something like Wargroove, I'm like, do I really want to engage my brain for like an hour? Like strategically planning each move and shit? No, man. But at the
Yeah, I
same
get what
time,
you
what
mean.
else am I gonna do? Like it's hard for me to find the game that like gives me like what I need anymore, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I keep saying this, it's been like almost 2 years since this game came out, but Death's Door was fucking perfect. Like that game was so fun. Like it was difficult, but not that hard. Like it wasn't hard, so hard that I'm like, ugh, I don't want to play this. It was just, it was just the perfect amount of difficulty, at least for me. Apparently, some people struggled
So
with
it
it.
makes it challenging for
Yeah,
you, you know.
it's
Yeah,
challenging
sometimes.
enough, but I'm like progressing, you know?
Yeah, sometimes it's fun to be challenged in video games.
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah. I
Yeah,
do that sometimes. Yeah, I get you. Like select
for
the
real.
hardest difficulty, and you know, ruin
Just,
my gameplay. But it's fun for me. I like
yeah,
to try hard at games. Sadly,
yeah.
I like to try hard. I
That's
hate
the thing. I
losing.
feel like tryhard is my default state as well.
For
It's
reals,
bad.
man. Yeah, it's bad for me too,
Like
man.
if
Like
something
legit.
is too easy, I'm like, bro, fuck this, man.
Yeah, I'm not a baby.
Yeah, that's why for the longest it was like Dark Souls only. Like that's all I played. Like it was like the Souls games, you know. Like I played one and then I stopped playing video games for a bit. Like I basically didn't play anything. Souls games,
Hmm.
and then I take a break for like a couple of months, and then the next Souls game. But I feel like even that is like taking a toll at this point. Like I'm playing Sekiro, I'm like, ugh, man, this is hard.
I mean, to be honest, but it gets repetitive. That's why.
Yeah,
That's yeah.
definitely.
You gotta switch it up sometimes. You know, sometimes try
Yeah,
something
I
weird,
mean, I
like
played
new
Zelda.
every day. Yeah,
Zelda was good. Twilight Princess. That was a fun playthrough. I don't know if you were there for it.
I don't think I was.
Damn, was that before like you started like joining us?
I think so.
Because I don't remember. It's all a blur
I
to be honest.
don't. I don't remember you mentioning that game. So
Twilight Princess. Yeah, probably finished
probably yeah.
it like after, like before you started
Yeah,
like
yeah,
hanging out with us more. Like at least on the Discord, you know.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Ah.
But yeah, I do get you, man. That's why I'm sometimes like, I don't actually be like feeling. You know, sometimes when you buy a game and you're like, yo, I can't wait to play this game,
Mhm.
and then you actually get to play it, and then you just sometimes you hype it up so much that actually
Yeah,
it
it's like
ruins the
it's
experience
an
for you.
adverse effect. Yeah.
Yeah, it happened to me with Horizon Forbidden West,
Oh shit.
bro. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not saying I hate the game, but
Definitely didn't live up to your expectations.
yeah,
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 fair
for
enough.
real, especially story-wise. Although the game was like a huge improvement on like each other level, like the
Mhm.
story is amazing. I'm not gonna say it's bad,
Yeah.
but I enjoyed the first one story more. Horizon Zero Dawn was way better in terms of story for me.
Mhm. So
But
you
it was
think
like a
you
yeah,
think
it
the
was a
first one
bland
was
world
better?
though. Yeah, yeah. I the problem is I didn't I was like the first game was so good, and watching like the hype build up with the second game, like the leaks and everything,
Yeah.
I got so hyped and I ruined a lot of stuff for me. So I don't think I enjoyed it as much as I hoped I would.
Fair enough. And I stopped doing that. Like that's kind of why I don't really look at trailers and stuff like that. Because
Dude, I tried
I've
doing that. I
experienced
tried.
it. I've experienced that like when you overhype something and it just ruins it for you.
Dude, I tried. I tried, but the problem is I can't. I just can't. I have
Mhm.
to. Like sometimes like I think about it way too much and I just like I'm like no, I need an answer right now. So I just
Yeah.
end up watching. And I think the only thing that helped the first game for me was because I actually didn't know Horizon, like the Horizon the game existed, you know?
Yeah.
It was just my sister got her PS4 brand new, and then sometimes they give you like offers and stuff
Yeah.
like
So that
some
game
game.
came
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it. I
That
think
game came with it.
I think it's the same for me actually.
That's how I discovered Horizon. I was
Yeah.
like, this is a really good game.
Yeah. This is fun. Okay. Like that
Yeah.
was one of the games that like I would say I wouldn't say reignited my love for video games, but like that was one game that I did enjoy playing. Even though again I was playing it on and off, you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because it was like I want to call it. This is like a weird theory of mine, but this is like the modern genre, where it's like an action type of game, but it has RPG elements where you can like you can add perks and stats to your character. Basically, the thing that Assassin's Creed is.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
same
what you mean.
that same like Assassin's Creed template that is now the main type of game now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the normal. And I stayed away from all of those games. Horizon was like the first one of those games where like I really played, but I still ended up enjoying it. Also, that game like really helped me one time. I feel like it was probably one day I was like really fucked up. I was like fucked up over something, stressed out.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, man? I'm just might as well play the PS4, right? And this was back when I like back in the old house, not the first house, but like the second house, no, Malhil, where
Okay.
like I had the I don't think you've seen it, but there was like it was like a TV, like a small TV, like probably like a what was that? Probably like a 30-inch TV with the
Mm-hmm.
PS4, and I used the fater to level out the TV and then to also clear the PS4 under it. And then it
Okay.
was back in those days. So I remember I played it and like I was playing it like that was the first time in a while where I got lost in a video game. Like you playing and then you look up, it's like, oh, it's like 2.5 hours later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was like the first time in a while. I think the only other time that happened was actually the first time I played the Twilight Princess, which was on my Wii. This was back in like my first house. Uh, I played like the intro, and the intro is like probably like 2 or 3 hours. It's like that game has a long intro. By intro, I mean
Okay.
like before the game really starts, you're like playing through the tutorial and like boring
Yeah.
story stuff.
Yeah.
So I played through that whole thing in one sitting, and that probably took me like again 2.5, 3 hours maybe. And that was like the only two times I remember this happening where I'm like, oh shit, I've been here for like way too long. I need to close this. But yeah, man, it's good times. I'm actually glad I went back and finished Twilight Princess. That's a really good game.
But there's a list, like a couple of list of games that I want to go back and finish. Like,
Hmm?
you know, it's mostly old racing games. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
Midnight
okay.
Club.
Like Midnight Club, Need for Speed Underground 1, 2. You know, uh, like Carbon. I remember finishing it. Like but like some games I was like, when you're just too little, you
Hmm.
know, you play the game, you enjoy it, but you're just dumb. You don't know how to finish the story.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, you just roam around like an idiot and do dumb shit. Or
Yeah, that's
like
true.
Grand Theft Auto Vice City, I mean San Andreas.
Yeah.
That's not a game I want to finish. Like I have never finished that game
Bro, there's a
in my
PC
life.
port. You can get your hands on it very easily.
Oh yeah, I'm planning on doing it. صراحة.
Bro, you
Like
totally
there
should.
are
I would
some
watch a
games I want.
playthrough of that game, honestly. Like, if you stream that every night, I'll be there.
Bro, I would, like legit, because it's a game that I've played when I was a kid a lot, but I've
Hmm.
never like went through the story, or I was just too dumb to understand.
I got close to finishing it. Uh, Again, like you said, again, I went back to this game around probably like 2015 ish, maybe a little bit before that. But again, it was like, oh, I remember. I, s- I
Hey
can't be
yo,
saying that. I can't be saying that. Um, it's okay. I'll censor that. This is more work for myself because I like to work. Uh, See, this is why I listen back to the episodes.
That's what
Then,
you should.
so what was I saying? So I remember people used to play it, back in the day, and I never had a PS2. Um, so I'm like, oh yeah, we can get San Andreas on the PC. So I played it. I played through the story. I got through to like the third city, and I got stuck on the mission with what's that girl's name? I think her name's like Katerina or something. And like there's these couple of missions that you need to do with her, and I remember it was so hard. But then after that, I don't know what happened. I just stopped playing. So I got really
Well,
close. I would say I was about 60 to 70% of the story.
nah, bro, I wish I could reach 10. I was that dumb of a kid,
Oh my god,
dude.
you never
I
left.
never made it out. I never made it out of the first city.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just run in for the cheat codes and do the dumb shit,
yeah, yeah.
the dumb stuff.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine though. Honestly, I kind of dig that story. Like that story, as far as I've played, the anime was pretty interesting. Cause like he gets set up and everything.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
He can't leave.
Hey, don't spoil too much, you know.
Yo, spoilers for a game that came out almost 20 years ago by this point.
I know, but you know, sometimes you gotta revisit. You know, the saying says old is gold, so you
Yeah,
gotta
hey,
revisit the
trust
old
me,
stuff
bro.
sometimes.
I know all about that. I feel like my entire teenage years were spent playing back through old games, and I'm still doing it. You know.
Yeah. Did I want to actually get back to Midnight Club 3 and actually like go into the cut scenes and all that?
Mhm.
Because I finished like Midnight Club 3 a lot of times, but the problem is, you know, back in the PS2 days and PSP days, we used to, you know, play with the jail, quote unquote, jailbroken, you
Yeah.
know, games.
Mhm.
So a lot of the cutscenes and a lot of the things or the story stuff were left out of it. You know, it was just a game.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
yeah. I mean, the problem is they didn't sell original PS2 games here, like original. You know.
Oh snap! Okay, okay, I know what you mean. Okay, so they probably
Yeah.
they just ripped the game off of the off
Uh-huh.
like real
Exactly.
discs.
Exactly.
Damn, bro, the piracy was lit around here, bro. I should
Yeah,
not
for
say
reals,
lit,
for
but
reals.
I should.
Okay, we should not say that, but
No, I shouldn't say lit. I don't care about piracy, bro. Bro, I've been a pirate, bro. What do you mean?
I mean, to be honest, it's the only way for us to enjoy the games back then.
Yeah, yeah,
You
it was
know,
like
to be honest, the
it
only
was
like
from
the
the
original
store.
game.
It was from the store.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
like
from the store. The only thing available in the store was that. So we had just either that or not. Don't play or just stare at your fucking PlayStation 2.
yeah. Oh, I remember
But
there was I remember dudes had like GTA San Andreas, but it was like Saudi version. It was like you could get
the
it just
other
Dasha.
versions.
How who made that stuff? I
It's
want to
just
know.
it's just GTA with mods, man, and they just port it for PlayStation 2.
Oh my god, that was crazy, bro.
Yep. So yeah, actually, I once saw like
I
an
bet you there was
original
like one with
PlayStation
like
2
a
disc.
Nissan Patrol in it.
Oh, for reals? I bet there is. I bet there is. I mean, with all the mods, there probably is a lot of mods for the game.
Sorry, I'm like very professional right now. I'm just replying to the nuts.
Oh, no problem, no problem. You know, sometimes physics homeworks can be really tough.
Yeah, she said there's like two left. Is in session. Sorry, my bad. So yeah, man. Shit, old school video games, huh?
Yeah, man, for reals. There's a game that I want to revisit.
Mm-hmm.
I've loved it when I was a kid. I got it again on my PS3. I finished the first one. The second one I was stuck on it, and I loved the third one because I loved it. That's the first one. Third game was the first one that I tried in that series. It's called Jack and Dexter. I don't know if you know the game.
Oh yeah, I
It
haven't played
was
those.
such a beautiful game. I enjoyed it
That's
so
like
much.
yeah, I know
I got
those.
the trilogy. I got the trilogy for the PS3.
Mm-hmm.
I played it again. I played the first one. I finished it. Like finished most of it. Didn't finish it. Finish it.
Mm-hmm.
Started with the second one. Didn't bother with it. And then
Yeah.
just played the third for the nostalgia. And then I
Oh
just
man,
then
shout
it's
out.
just stopped. But I
I've
want to get back into it. Like finish the whole series. You know.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I didn't play those games, but I got Dexter on PSP.
Oh yeah, I
Like
actually
Dexter
had
had
that
his
game
own
too.
game.
Yeah, he had his
I
own game.
remember
I
playing
had
that. That was fun. That was
It
really
is.
fun.
It was.
I kind of miss that era of video game, yahi. Because that was the norm before this ass creed shit started happening.
Yep.
It was like platformer, you know. You got like few combat moves, but it was mostly like about the platforming and the adventure.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to that shit, man. I missed that era, but I feel like there's actually a whole bunch of those games on PSP. I remember
Mhm.
because I had a jailbroken PSP, and I had figured
Yeah,
out
same.
how to download games by myself.
Look, guys, sorry for interrupting. The only thing we had was jailbroken, so we had to use it.
Hey, this is why I buy games now, bro.
Yeah,
Like I'm
don't
paying
sue
back.
me. We play them back. Yeah, we pay for them now so we can play back to the nostalgia. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how that works. No, for real. Like I had discovered, I was a low key pirate, bro. Like because when people discovered like, oh, Hamoud can like get you any game you want on PSP, bro. People are like dropping their PSPs left and right. Get me this, that, and this. But then, motherfucker didn't even have space. So how am I supposed to do that? You
Oh
know,
yeah, you could tell him the next day, yo, you gotta
it didn't even fit.
sort out the memory card. Yeah.
Yeah, sort out your memory card business.
He's like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm a delete this, and then you copy it. You- Man, it was a nice
Yeah,
it
it
was a
was good
nice time.
times. Good times, man. That was my Monster Hunter era as well. I remember that was like Monster Hunter was probably the only series that I was truly hyped for. This was before, Monster Hunter is big now, but this was before. Like Monster Hunter was like an underground, like nerd club. That was like D&D back in the 90s.
Okay.
Where like it's a very few people that know, very few people that play, but the people who were into it were really into it. I knew of people that have spreadsheets because they like to like research the game.
Yeah.
Like literally, I don't even know how to explain it. It was like spreadsheets to literally just gather information. Like I did this with this weapon, and this is what happened. So like all of the math of Monster Hunter, they would crunch that. They would basically reverse engineer the game through playing it and
Yeah.
recording values. And I thought that was crazy. Like it was even
It's
a
like,
meme, like release the Shep sheets, because this guy named Shepard would do it. La.
oh.
I was like, release the Shep sheets, man. We want to see them. He was like, no, this is like
Isn't
my own research for my own
isn't
stuff.
that the what is it called? Isn't that the speedrunners way though? Like they
Yeah, that's like kind of what
it's
speedrunners do it well as well.
yeah.
Like I wouldn't say speedrunners, probably glitch hunters probably do that. Like where
Oh yeah.
they
I mean,
record.
aren't speedrunners aren't glitch hunters? I mean, aren't speedrunners glitch hunters?
Not necessarily. That's like saying every Muslim is a mu'min. You know, not
Oh,
necessarily. Where
okay,
like every
okay, yeah,
mu'min
yeah, yeah.
is a Muslim, but not every
But
Muslim
not
can
every
be
Muslim is a
can be a
Yeah,
mu'min.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
but I don't know why. But that's like the first example that came to mind. Don't take this
Yeah,
personally, anyone out
it
there.
makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense.
But it's like, yeah, a lot of those guys, but it's not mutually exclusive. Like some people just do like they just figure out the tricks, but then the speedrunners are the ones that do it, like
Utilize them. Yeah, yeah,
utilize
yeah.
it. Yeah. Actually, speaking of, you were talking about Jack and Daxter. Um, I just watched a video من Ratchet and Clank about like a speedrun. Also, shout out
Dude,
to what's the guy's name? The Rixer, I believe his name is, and he makes basically like these speedrunning documentaries, and it's so good. Like it's such good content, man, because he gives you like history of the speedrun. It was like in 2013, this runner by the name of so and so, he came up with the route, and it didn't change for 3 years until one random motherfucker showed up, dropped this video solving the problem, and then he never came back ever again. And this is what we do now. The video is about something called Pokeskip, uh, and essentially it's like skipping like 2 planets, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's like he skips 2 planets because you do this, but if you wanted to skip 2 planets, you had to beat the level with Clank, who's like very unreliable. Like he doesn't have any
okay.
movement.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like basically the sequence goes, you do the planet with Clank, and then you can do it with Ratchet, and then like them together. When they're together, you have all these movement options. But so
Mhm.
people are trying to figure out how to do things with just Clank. So they discovered a whole bunch of moves for him to do to like get this thing done. But even
Okay.
then, Pokeskip became obsolete because they kind of solved the problem another way, like the route changed. But people are still trying to do this because it's like a community effort, lah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So even if realistically Pokeskip would happen, it is now like obsolete already. But it's still like people are still like fighting to try and get it, which I find really really cool, man. Speedrunning community is fucking sick.
Yeah, for reals, man. I actually, speaking of like speedrunning videos and stuff, uh, I have stumbled upon a channel. It doesn't like do speedruns per se. You know the game Trackmania?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a channel. I forgot the name of it, but I used to be really obsessed with it. Although I never played Trackmania. I just found it really entertaining.
Mhm.
It's about it's a guy who like explains how records have been broken in that game
Yes, yes,
and
yes,
how
yes.
people achieved them and everything, like the
Hmm.
whole story behind that record itself, and why is it, like, let's say a record that's not broken, why is it not broken, and
Yeah,
how he achieved that thing and everything. I don't know, I found it entertaining how
yeah, yeah.
people
It's
actually like,
cool. Like
yeah,
it's the craziness of some of these guys.
yeah, although like they imagine doing like a course with a race car for like thousands of times just to can achieve like
Milliseconds, yeah.
0.0001 of the time.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's that's what I like though. Like it's like the dedication on these guys is just insane.
Yeah, 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 for reals.
Like I keep saying like I'll do a crash speedrun one day. Hey, maybe if this channel gets like what 100 subscribers, I don't know where we're at now. I haven't checked in like a month. If we get 100 subscribers, I will do I will live stream, and you can hold me on this. I am willing and able. Past Hamoud is saying this with confidence that the future Hamoud will agree. I will
Don't,
do
don't.
a speed run of any percent speed run of Crash Bandicoot 3 on the PS1. I am saying it here and now. Right now, ladies and gentlemen.
I think you basically chose one of the easiest
Yes, because that's the only one I beat. That's the only one I beat. And I don't even know if I'm gonna do like any tricks.
Do it like me that time when I streamed Crash. I just run, keep running,
Yeah,
keep
just
running,
keep
ignore
running.
everything.
Yeah, I mean that's what you do in a speedrun. Plus, I've always wanted
True.
to speedrun Crash Bandicoot. To be honest, that's like that game. Games have a special place in my heart, even though I barely played them. Like up until like I got older, shوية.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I
Same with
remember
me.
I remember I played on my brother's PS1, and that was the only little bit of playing that I've had on that. And oh man, speaking of my brother's PS1, I found it when we were gonna move,
Really?
but it barely worked. Or at least I didn't understand how to make it work. Man, imagine I would have had like a sick PS1. Cause
Wait,
you
you threw
can.
it away? Well, wait.
I think it got lost in the move, bro. This was like 2016.
Damn, bro, if I saw that, I would have just put it in my own backpack
Yeah, I
while
did.
moving.
I think I kept it with me, but then I lost it for some reason.
Oh, man. It happens, it happens.
Yeah, I was a stupid kid. Like a
Dude, I
modded
lost my
PS1
Game
is
Boy.
pretty cool, Tara.
I lost my Game Boy. Speaking of losing stuff, I lost my Game Boy when I was a kid
Oh,
moving.
that
Bro, it was
sucks.
like an oh man. I hate talking about it because it brings back so many memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it as
Speaking
a
of which,
gift
what
and it
happened
was
to my
so good.
PSPs? Whatever
I
happened?
actually have mine. I have mine. I have
Lucky
mine.
bastard.
Yeah. I saw it, I was like, no, I'm not gonna lose at least one of my old
Yeah,
stuff. So I'm
just
gonna just
keep
keep
it.
it here secured.
Keep it
I'm
in a
gonna
safe
hide
or
it.
something.
Yep.
Honestly, modded PSPs are really good. Like they have emulation capabilities. Like you can play a lot of games on the PSP. Like a lot. Like maybe probably like 3 generations worth of games.
I mean, the PSP is decent for what it has. You
Yeah, plus
can you
like the
can do stuff.
like no, I'm telling you, man, like the library on the PSP is crazy because PSP went crazy in Japan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like probably
There's so many
even
games.
like after the Vita came out, people are still on their
PSP was, yeah,
PSP.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're still getting
Mm-hmm.
releases. So that's like, what's that? When did the PSP come out? Was that 2006 maybe?
And it
I
still
don't know.
kept going.
I'll you know what? I'll just fact check right now.
Dude, actually, I wish the PS Vita had the same support. I
I
really wish
wish.
that the
Yeah,
PS Vita.
they first
I mean,
released
just
in
imagine if
Japan
it had.
2004. All right, so the world got it in 2005. So imagine from 2005 up until like 2012. That's like a 7-year run, isn't it?
Yep.
In Zen.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 years, I'm uncomfortable with others, but like this is like my homie. Like
Yeah.
I've known Ayham for a long time, and like we've been through the mud and stuff. I just say the most ratchet shit. Anyways, but yeah, PS. So 2005 up until like 12, it was always getting releases. So that's like what 7 years of games every year. In Z Plus, you can play PS1 games on it. Plus,
Mm-hmm.
plus, you can play like all of the old like 8-bit, 16-bit consoles on it as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like you can emulate anything and everything on that. Like anything that came before it, basically, you can play it on PSP.
But then people do the same thing with the Vita though.
Yes, and I my Vita was modded for a bit, but then I broke it again.
Man,
But the
I
thing
would, to
is,
be
the
honest,
thing is,
yeah, yeah.
my Vita. You know what I did?
What?
I emulated PSP and just kept playing PSP games on my Vita. Like I barely played any like original PS Vita games on it. At least like when I modified it back, like that
I
should
mean,
tell
most
you
of the
something.
PS Vita originals or like the games from like big companies actually sucked.
I mean, except
I don't
maybe
know.
Gravity Rush, but nobody plays
Maybe.
that.
Oh, probably. I've never
Like
heard of it.
3 people played that game. You haven't heard of it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. See. So it came out on the Vita, but nobody cares. Nobody cares about the Vita, man. It's so sad. Even though it's
So
a good
actually,
console, like
it
hardware
is.
wise,
It
it's
is.
pretty good. I remember looking at the graphics. The graphics were
For
solid.
its time,
Yeah,
it was pretty good. Yeah. I mean, if it had the support, we could have
it
had
had
another
the only
PSP
thing
today that can rival the Switch.
for real, wallah for real. Because like handheld is good, man. I feel like
It is.
handheld is
It
good
is.
for a person like me. Like if I'm spending most of my day in like uni or something, I
Oh,
could be
true, but
playing
I
during
think
my
it
break.
kind of killed. What killed it is one thing. I feel like what killed it is the, the spreading, like gaming laptops. If that makes sense.
Maybe.
Started spreading even more. Like
Yeah, but
what's
that
the
wasn't
point
in
of?
2012, bro. People didn't have
I know.
gaming
Yeah.
laptops back then. I mean, maybe they did, but it was like even more expensive than it is now.
Oh, true. But now it's easy to get a gaming laptop.
Yeah,
And
so that kind of kills the need for a console, right? 'Cause-
exactly, yeah. Why take a console when you can take a laptop that can do not just work but games and a lot of games.
Mhm.
Not you're not locked into like let's say okay okay Switch. The problem is with the Switch is that you can't play Switch games except you have a Switch. You
Yeah,
know
Switch is
yeah
all exclusive.
exactly. But let's say if like PlayStation made a new PSP, for example,
Like a
you,
portable system again.
yeah, portable system again, you would be able to play most of the games on the PC. Yeah, I know PlayStation exclusives, but they come through eventually to Steam. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Bro, I'm waiting for Forbidden West to come to Steam.
Yeah, exactly. It'll come to Steam. They need the money,
Yeah,
bro.
it's not enough. Definitely not enough. Like exclusive isn't as exclusive as it used to be. Somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah. Exclusive used to be just exclusive, and you're not gonna see it anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But now exclusive is just
Oh, guys, Bloodborne
exclusive for the
PC
first
port,
3 years or 2 years.
please.
What?
Bloodborne PC port, please. Like that's the only exclusive that makes it worth buying a PS4.
You know what? Actually, I never tried it.
It's not bad. I know I had it. I didn't beat it though, but it was good. Like
I might check.
what I
I
found
might check it out.
impressive, the most impressive was like I could memorize the map in my head, but there's no map in the game.
Okay.
Like you know your way around. Like it's weird how you know your way around. Like if you play that game often enough or long enough, تبدأ تحفظ على طول. You're like, okay, I need to get to the sewers, which means I have to go through here, under this house, next to the bridge, fat guy, dodge left, and then like you're in the sewers now.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy how you start building landmarks
Yeah.
slowly when playing a new game.
But I feel like that also goes to the design of the game because, like, the game kind of reroutes you to the main route every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're always the further you explore, the more shortcuts you get to get back.
Okay.
فهمتني? So in your head
Yeah,
you're like,
fahmtni.
okay, like you understand because now you're incorporating all these shortcuts into your game plan, like your memory.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, it's pretty good. I like it.
Actually, I might try it. Why not? I'm gonna check it out.
It's hard,
know.
but it's really fun.
I mean, bro, you're talking to someone who's I don't know. Okay. Horizon is not a big flex, okay, in terms of hardness, okay.
Wait,
But
wait. How, the proper question is, have you played a Souls game before?
no. Look,
You're in
but
for a
look,
treat, my friend.
I don't like torturing myself though. I look,
It's not
okay, a
torturing
Souls.
yourself.
Look, as there's a difference between a challenge and, you know, crouching simulator. You know, I don't want to crowd jump each second. You get me? Like there's like okay, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't feel. I don't know. I don't feel like it's that big. Like it's hard on purpose, but it's really
Shuf.
not challenging. Like there's a difference between something being hard and something being challenging.
Yes, it is a very thin line. I'll agree. But bro, when you beat Dark Souls, it is an amazing feeling, bro. And I played Dark Souls 2 for an audience. We used to go, we played D&D for like an hour, 2 hours, and then we'd order food, and while the food is getting there, I'm playing Dark Souls, and everyone's looking at me. Like imagine it's like five dudes, like on the couch متسدحين, and I'm here like playing Dark Souls. Shaka's like, trash, get good. This other guy's like, no, bro, if you do this, bro, give me the control, I can beat it. I'm like, no, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like everyone, bro. That's probably the worst thing actually. When someone sees you sucking at Dark Souls, and then they're like, "Oh, let me see." You know what I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
bro? It's hard, man. But I get it. It's not for everyone. I'll admit that much. It's not for everyone. But still, like the enjoyment that I had, I like the world. You know, like it's nice. It's fun, at least for me. You know. But
Yeah,
also
yeah.
ruined a lot of other games because like if it's not as hard or like gives me a challenge, I'm like, what am I doing here?
Yeah, I get what you mean. That's why I don't want to go into it. That's why I don't want to get into it.
I mean, it's not gonna ruin everything else, but you know, you're
Yeah,
gonna you're
it's
gonna seek a
true.
different type of game after that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Now, for me, challenging stuff is doing dumb stuff in video games. Like, okay, let's say biggest example, like, Apex, because I play Apex now. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
use dumb weapons
Okay,
against
so you're
the
challenging yourself, yani.
hmm that way. I used to do it a lot in Call of Duty Warzone with my cousin, and I made his life hell
Crazy on them
because
sticks, boy.
we would, yep, we would just do, I choose a weapon for him and I would ruin it, and he would choose a weapon for me and he would ruin it, like in terms of attachments.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
yeah, it was just us challenging like each other,
Okay.
and he hated it because I always come up with really dumb weapons because I'm an expert in that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
doing dumb shit.
That's what you're good at.
He's
That
like,
is.
how do you come up with this stuff? I'm like, it's easy. You just gotta look at just I have a thing for ruining things for other people.
He evil, man. He evil.
Yeah, like last time. Arrange a gathering, show up 4 hours late.
Hey, that's why we're starting at 9 today.
Yep, shout out Ayman. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
He
dude,
took it
bro,
like a
this
champ.
this man lost his marbles, man. Did I tell you about the like the last thing he did before he left?
Oh yeah. يدي وسخة, bro.
Yeah, it was like, man, you think you slick, boy?
Oh man, ما أقدر أستلم عليك يدي وسخة. God damn.
Sorry, bro, I gotta go though. Hey, maybe his hand was dirty, man. I don't know. But it was,
Maybe.
but like knowing him.
Yo, Ayman, drop us a comment saying, if your hand was actually dirty.
Yeah, for real. Yo, like the video if you haven't liked it yet, bro. If you made it this far, listening to us, just talking,
Oh yeah,
catching
just
up
talking
on
about
life.
life. Yeah.
Oh,
The
man.
subscribe button is also looking mad spicy today.
I know.
Why
right?
not go and say?
Maybe you
say
should
hi
hit
to it?
that.
Yeah.
Yo,
Hit that.
yo, tell that subscribe button. I want a piece.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Hit it all the way there.
You gotta
Just
tell that
you
subscribe
have to-
button. I like you, and I want you.
Small
Now
tap,
we can do
small
this.
love tap.
Now we can do
You
this
know
the
what?
easy way. We can do this the hard way. You know what I mean? It's like, give it the love it deserves.
Dude, the subscribe button just sitting there in the corner, like, what? Why? Why am I being dragged into this?
I didn't ask to be here, man.
Yep.
Man, poor subscribe button, man. Hey, but like I said, man, 100 subscribers, Crash 3 speedrun. I'm gonna do the PS1 version. We'll get that set up. And like, I'll stream it to like my friends. You'll see the video. It's gonna be a video. I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know.
You don't know the future. 1 million subscribers special.
Gee.
Speedrun any Dark Souls game.
No.
Any percent.
No.
Speedrun a Dark Souls game.
No. Not even 1 million, bro. I'm not a speedrunner like that, bro. I don't have that. I ain't got that in me, bro. I can recognize, that maybe I don't have it. Like, I honestly thought you were gonna go even crazier and like you would have said like speedrun like an RPG or something, because those are a pain in the ass to speedrun. Like, it's not even fun to watch. Like, I tried. I'm sorry, people that do speedruns of RPGs, but it's just not fun.
Look, man, I'm not that much of a bad guy, That's why I said Dark Souls.
For real. Oh, man. I feel like... No, I'm not even gonna talk about this. I've talked about this before.
Wait, there's a speedrunning game that I like. People who speedrun Minecraft, I don't understand it.
I've
really
watched
don't.
the one. It's pretty interesting, akhi.
It is interesting, but too much RNG. You get me?
Yeah, that's the whole fun, man.
It is okay. Yeah, it is. It is. But what if someone gets mad lucky and just smashes the record?
Then that's what it is, man. It's a
I mean,
60% chance.
that's what happened with Dream. But people were like, no, he faked it, and then he, got an astrophysicist or someone who did maths and stuff to actually,
Like, break down the
do statistics. Yeah, break down statistics and everything, and
Oh my
to
God.
defend himself that he didn't actually, fake
like,
it.
he didn't fake it. Oh my god.
I don't know, man. It was a whole debacle. I've watched the first of I caught up with the drama at first, but then I was like, I don't really
I
care.
remember when I used to check out the drama. Oh man, I used to watch. What's that dude, yahi, with the K? Keemstar, that dude.
Oh, Keemstar. Okay.
I used to
okay.
watch Keemstar back in the day. That was bad.
I'm off, bro.
You never watched him?
Actually, never.
Honestly, I watched him because it was news. It was literally like internet news for me. So it was like kind of interesting.
I watched two though. The other two. One was named Scarce. The other was named Kavos.
Okay.
Scarce stopped.
I don't
Kavos is
think
still
I
going.
don't know about those dudes. But I used to watch Leafy, and then when Leafy had an
Oh yeah,
altercation
Leafy,
with Keem,
yeah. I used
that's
to
when I
watch him
started
too.
watching Keem as well. But then I realized, oh yo, like this is like internet news. This is cool. But then I realized it's like a bunch of toxic, like negative shit. Most of it, at least. Like, I don't know what it is now. I haven't watched. And we're talking like 2016 era of YouTube. So I don't know what it is now or how it is.
Okay.
But like, this was back when Tobuscus.
No.
Oh my god, it was a whole thing. So there's this Minecraft YouTuber called Tobuscus. He was pretty big back in those days. And
Okay.
then, for the record, I haven't kept up with this ever since, but there was like allegations of rape, and then just basically his whole thing came crashing down, bro. Because all these girls are like coming out, oh, he did this, he did that, he did that, he did this. His whole thing, bro. It was like a whole mess. And he went offline for a bit. And I think he's back now, but like, still, man, like, not to stir up old flames and shit, but not to fan up an old fan. I think that's how the saying goes. But I remember that's when I really started watching, because it was so interesting. It was like, whoa, this is crazy, man. Like, I honestly don't think it was even real. Like, it was just like a bandwagon thing. And I know people are gonna be pissed. You gotta believe women. But yeah, like, but
It
still,
is what it is, man. It's the truth.
like,
though.
this
I
stuff
mean,
happens, man. Like,
bro, biggest example, bro, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
yeah,
Right now.
Yeah, literally, bro. For the longest time, like, people are like, no, he's abusing her, but it turns out how the turns have tabled, man.
How the turns have tabled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Like, support, man, for like the 3 ladies out there that watch this podcast. Support your men out there, man. Listen to them. Ask them what's up.
Yeah, I'm not saying women don't get abused too.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
it happens.
yeah,
Definitely
yeah, it
happens.
But it also happens to men.
Yeah, it happens to men, and like the thing is, nobody talks about it. Nobody says anything.
Exactly.
Nobody's like, "Oh, toughen up and shit." No, man. Like, and it's also like, there's also a bit like on us, like ourselves. You know, if this happens to you, there's definitely like a level of shame that comes with it. Like,
Oh, obviously,
what are
obviously.
you gonna tell people? Like, oh, this woman
Exactly. Yeah,
put her
yeah, I
hands on
understand
me.
it.
Like, it's weird, man. It's a rough, like, it's definitely like a rough situation to be in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like the shame and all that. Like, it's not. I wish that upon nobody, man.
For
Stay
real.
safe out there, man. Keep a knife
Stay
handy.
safe. Check up on your boys.
Yeah, man.
We
Make
all
sure
got
they're doing all
problems.
right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For reals.
For real. Yo, have you seen Talaz doing content now?
I've checked on Instagram once. I was scrolling through Instagram once, and I actually saw.
Is
I was like,
is it YouTube or just like on Insta?
I think it's to YouTube.
Yo, shout out
The
to
problem is
that,
I was
man.
scrolling through Insta. I was waiting for my sister to finish eat shopping yesterday. I was
Yeah.
scrolling through Instagram and I saw a post from him, but then I just about to click it and then she came, so I couldn't really. But actually, thank you for reminding me because I wanted to check it out.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, check out my boy Talal, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yo, don't tell him this, but I think it was me who inspired him to get back into it.
Actually, maybe.
No,
I mean,
because
he
we
actually wanted
listen.
to
I
do
have
it.
proof. I have proof. I think he did want to do it for like the longest.
He did, yeah, yeah.
But hold on a sec. I got a door.
Oh, no
Oh
problem.
no, hold on. My bad, my bad. This is probably gonna get edited out anyways. But what was I saying? Uh, yeah. So I was talking to Talal, trying to convince him to get on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And like honestly, we just had just like a real talk, type of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like like oh this that and the other, my wish. And I basically told him like this podcast is basically my therapy, because I could just like just relax for a bit, just talk, be in the moment,
Yeah,
and like we're talking, and then like 2 days after that maybe I saw him posting the thing on his Insta. So I'm like, maybe it was me. I'll take the credit any day of the week. I'll take the credit if no one wants it. But yeah, man. Hey, bro, if you want to do content, just go out there and do it, man. Like,
yeah, do it.
I would
Nothing's stopping
say,
you, Hayden.
yeah, nothing's stopping you. Also, I would say, do it the way you like it. Like when I was talking about doing a podcast, like I wouldn't say people looked at me funny and said don't do it. But they were like, why exactly a podcast? But because at that time I was listening to a bunch of podcasts. I'm like, you know what? And I know that I didn't want to be an editor. Like I don't feel like editing. I don't like editing. So doing a podcast, it's audio. It's like barely any effort. You know what I mean? Like I had the vision for what the videos are gonna look like already, and I just did that. And I remember someone, I don't remember who it was. They were like, "Oh, maybe you should do the videos this way or that way. Like you should make them shorter, maybe." I was like, "Bro, valid suggestion, but like, this is a podcast, so like
It
this
is
is still
why-
like long form content, and that's fine. Like it doesn't matter too much, at least right now. Like who watches it and who doesn't, at least for now. Like as long as I'm enjoying making them, I think it's fine. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
out there for if you check it out, you like it. Like you don't like it, hey, good on you, man. So yeah, bro.
Always try and find your passion. Although I mean, it is really hard to
Definitely.
find what you like.
Like I wouldn't even say I'm passionate about this. Not gonna lie. Like I just do this
I get
because
what
I
you mean.
enjoy it.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Same here, man. I'm like, this is like, I'm a second year in university now, and I still don't know what I want to study. Like legit, I'm just going with a general plan to just go. Sometimes you do have to have like a general plan at least, but don't let that stop you from discovering other things.
Yeah,
Read
definitely.
more stuff. Read new things, maybe it might spark a small like
Yeah,
flame in
for
you,
real.
and you like that thing.
Yeah, ما غلط.
Yeah,
Shit like
bro.
that.
You feel like you want to play guitar, get the guitar. Figure it out. If maybe then you'll discover at least you don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay money for it, but at least you know for sure that guitar is not for you. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Oh man,
And
reminds me. I need
sometimes
to
you
get
do
my
have
hands
to
on a harmonica, man.
get it, man. Get it and do it. Maybe you might not like it. Maybe you just become a pro at it. You never know.
Bro, cause like imagine like we're just at the campfire, and this Hamoud goes like, you know, like you just hear that, you're like, whoa, that's cool.
Whoa. He can breathe.
He can breathe. Yeah, literally, is that not the
He can
requirement?
breathe.
He can breathe.
He
Yeah, that's
can breathe
like
harmonically.
the requirement for me for my girlfriend. Like all she needs is a pulse, bro.
Bro, for me, she doesn't even need a pulse, man. I just want her to show up.
Oh,
Just show
man.
up. Just show up.
Just show up.
Oh man.
God damn,
in
this
a
joke
coffin
is-
and a car. Just show up.
Yo, you're into some strange things, my friend.
No. Hey, no. Hey.
Hey, man.
I don't want this coming back at me in the future. Hopefully, no. I'm gonna clear it from now. I'm not into that weird stuff. Okay, just saying.
Hey, man, why are you kink shaming people right now?
Hey, oh, yo, come on, man. Don't twist my words. Don't pull a Twitter on me, man.
Don't pull a Twitter. Bro, can you imagine a world without Twitter?
Actually, it would be really nice. It would be really peaceful.
Yeah, I don't know though. I don't know if Twitter is going away. But at the same
It isn't.
time, MySpace has gone away. I mean, Facebook is still
Yeah.
kind of here, but Facebook is like dying down, kind of. Like
Slowly,
but nobody
but-
really uses Facebook. Facebook is like more for the old people now. You
I
know?
mean, even MySpace is, but you do use that type of stuff. I mean, you used to. I mean, it depends. Okay, like let's say, what makes Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat? Whoops, my buds fell. Okay. Anyways, what makes Twitter? The demon was like, no, you're not gonna start with this again.
Mhm.
So basically, what makes them really relevant today is because they keep up with changes in the world, if that makes sense. They keep improving and they keep changing stuff.
Okay.
Facebook hasn't really changed much. That's why it's like the same-ish. It got back again because they introduced like, they started doing like YouTube videos,
Mhm.
streams and all that.
Yeah.
But it still hasn't caught on because I feel like they did it way too late.
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Like you gotta change quick.
Exactly.
Like,
Instagram
adapt
because
quickly.
it's different. Yeah, you have to adapt really quickly, or you're just gonna die down.
Mhm.
And always listen to your supporters because if they don't, because they're the ones that are using your application or your
For real.
service or whatever it is. So if they don't like it or they don't like something, change it quick because there are many other apps that can do the same.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I
Shout
think
out
there
to
was
the people
like
trying to make
something.
new social media apps.
Yeah,
Because there's a
good luck
lot,
for you
bro.
guys.
There's a lot. And I've tried a couple. I've tried this one called Candid, which it's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like Twitter. But it's like,
Okay.
it's kind of like Twitter, but it's like a bit less interaction, I feel like.
Never
But-
heard of it.
Exactly. So was years ago.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Like,
Social
that's
media
why,
is
that's why I
hard to
said
get into.
shout out. Yeah, like it's hard to like
Yeah.
beat like the giants that are
Because-
already in the game.
Yeah, because it's established from so long ago.
Yeah,
like for a
definitely.
while.
Definitely. But I think didn't Snapchat manage to do it? Like Snapchat is relatively new.
Yeah, but because it's different. You see,
Hmm.
Twitter is sharing your thoughts. Snapchat is sharing your pictures.
yeah,
Yeah,
I like that
okay.
pause.
Snapchat is about sharing your thoughts in a different way through
Yeah.
pictures. Okay.
Mhm.
Twitter is sharing your thoughts through, words than text.
Yeah.
Instagram combines the two.
Damn.
See? Yeah.
Instagram
different.
is for the memes.
Instagram is for the memes and Let's not talk about TikTok.
Yeah, actually, TikTok has been taken off. TikTok is
Yeah.
going crazy. I said been taken off. It's already big. Yeah, like, it's stupid.
It's really huge, yeah.
Yeah, like TikTok is so huge. I get TikToks on my YouTube. Like I don't even
Oh,
have
yeah,
TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how
Same here.
big and invasive it is. Well,
I mean, how do you think how do you think TikTok affected us though? Like, as a society and
probably
as-
lowered everyone else's attention span. Like even
For
more than
real.
it already is. Like
Yeah.
so much so that like YouTube Shorts are a thing, Instagram
Mhm.
Reels are a thing. Probably Twitter has some form of it as well. Does it? Like the video that you
Don't
keep
think
scrolling down.
yet.
You know the TikTok style of like you just endlessly scrolling to the
Yeah.
bottom of the pit of hell. Like it's not. Yeah, man. It's
The scary
yeah,
thing
very
about
effective.
it is you don't feel the scroll though.
yes. It's a very
You keep
very endless scroll.
scrolling. You keep scrolling.
There's definitely a video about this. I believe.
You look at the time. Oh shit! It's been 5 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is scary. It is.
Scary. Oh. There's a guy who
But I
made a
mean-
video about this. Like this is before. This is like maybe like a year or two ago. He's basically talking about like the impact of TikTok, basically, and like how it affects the mental health of a lot of people.
Mhm.
Because aside from everyone like who's attractive, like they're putting themselves out there, and like everyone else is all the ugly people are like, oh, I'm so ugly. You know what I mean?
I see it. Yeah.
But he also mentioned this endless scrolling. You know what I mean? Like that
Mhm.
probably has a big part of it as well. But yeah, man, it is what it is, bro. Like that's just how the way things are now. So I don't think there's
mean,
much we can
aren't-
do about it.
I mean, aren't humans? I mean, don't humans have like short attention spans, anyways? Maybe that's why we feel like.
I don't know.
know.
I don't have the statistic on that. But I feel like think of movies before and movies now. Actually, no, wait, that's a bad analogy. I feel like movies back then were shorter, actually. Like, when I'm looking up, like, old blockbusters, it's like
Oh yeah.
barely
they
2
were-
hours, But now it's like 2.5 is like the minimum for most big budget movies. And even, the thing is, most movies don't need to be 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
Especially,
true.
like, all the stuff that gets pushed in cinema. It really doesn't need to be. But they make it so. I feel like it's because they're catering to the movie experience. Like, you go to. Because when you go to the cinema, it has to be a thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, so you're gonna watch a 2.5 hour movie. I mean, The Batman was 3 hours. Some people say it's too long. I thought it was fine. But, I liked it, by the way. I liked The Batman. It was pretty fun.
I've never watched it. I haven't watched it. I was
Something's in the way.
I was gonna watch it, but I was like, I don't feel like it.
Honestly,
Because you guys
man,
watched it, and I couldn't watch it at the time with you guys, so I was like,
Yeah.
I was started trying to find someone to go with, but I was like, I didn't find anyone, so I was like, nah, I'm not gonna watch it. I
Yeah.
don't feel like
The
it.
thing is, it's gonna be really hard to watch it now because it's 3 hours, bro. I don't know if
Mhm.
you have the stomach for that. Like if it wasn't in the theater, I probably wouldn't have lasted.
No, it's like for me, for me, like really,
Mm-hmm.
bro. I've watched so many Indian movies.
Yeah,
that
really?
you don't understand. Yeah, I actually did. I used to go sometimes it's not really frequent, but it's like I used to do it with my mom. It's like a family thing, If
Okay.
they not watch a lot of Indian movies, but like some of them are really good, like legit. Some of them are really really good,
Interesting.
and Indian movies are long.
I
It's
know.
so long that they have
They have
breaks
the break
in between.
the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember. I've been to one with the intermission.
No, actually, talking about Indian movies,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to watch a good Indian movie, I have one called Rais. It's really good.
Bro,
I liked it a lot.
I was gonna ask you.
It was a really good movie.
Yeah, what's a good Indian movie to watch? Because
Well,
I do have an interest in like all of these things that I don't know about,
Yeah.
So I'm down.
Let's watch it, man. Let's watch it.
Well, I'm done, bro. Now we're free. I mean, you know, for the most part. Like, Eid is like
For the
around the
most part.
corner. Yo, this is gonna be the Eid special. Can you imagine?
Eid special, yeah.
But it's gonna
Eid
come out
Mubarak to
after.
all of
Yo,
you know,
Eid
hearing,
Mubarak to all
listening,
my people
watching.
out there, man.
Yeah.
All my peeps in the east, in the west, the north, and the south. You already know, man.
The
Shout
whole
out to
globe.
my brothers and sisters in Islam. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. You about ready to wrap this up, or you want to keep going?